Welcome back, we are continuing with He Was Human by author Red Riviera. Chapter 9.
Elzer grabbed her plasma rifle from the armory. Compared to the one James was brandishing, it seemed like an old pre-plasma bullet gun. How could he carry such a heavy weapon? Furthermore, what species would need to make such a weapon? Thoughts pushed from her mind as she grabbed 2 implosion grenades for herself and 2 more for James.
Here,
She said, passing him the grenades.
implosion grenades, just in case.
James looked at them and asked a strange question.
You mean grenades, right?
The question surprised Elzer. James had been called a mad genius by the engineering crew of the ship. He could fix just about anything, even when he probably shouldn't, as Roswell had put it.
No, a standard grenade would tear a hole in the side of the ship. Implosion grenades like these reduce the risk of that happening since they draw energy to them instead of releasing it.
Elzer explained. James just looked at her with a dumbstruck look on his face, before switching to a more serious one. He mumbled something about having to question the other engineers how that worked after we saved their arses. With that strange statement, the 2 of us headed to the ship's engine room at a rapid pace. James was decided hard to keep pace with. Elzer had to resist the urge to run to keep up. Weapons fire, Elzer darted back behind the corridor and began shooting. The enemy's plasma rifles were powerful. One hit would be fatal. Elzer was about to warn James, but he'd run straight towards them, firing that massive rifle he'd been carrying. The shooting had stopped by the time Elzer had ran after the fool. Though what she saw proved he wasn't a fool. 5 enemy combatants were dead and James was there without a scratch. What he said next made it even more staggering.
Orkan biosynths must be a rogue faction.
Biosynths. The worst option when facing pirates. They stole the cargo, cannibalized the cargo ship, and killed everyone on board. Elzer ran to the wall and accessed the emergency speaker line with her guard ID.
Third Vela, this is Elzer. Get out of the residential suit, the pirates are biosyn. Elzer, is that you? You've got to help, they're killing.
The speakers went dead. All that could be heard were mutterings in Orkan. That means no, they couldn't be, there were at least 400 people there. Third Vela. No, it's a lie. It's got to be.
Elsa, snap out of it.
James shouted in her face.
Pew, but Third Vela.
Elzer said hysterically.
If you need her to be alive, then she is. You've not seen the body. If you're certain she's dead, then it makes you angry, use it. If it gets in the way, don't think about it. You do her no good by dying too.
James said. Elzer gathered her thoughts. He was right. It was the same as the time she did her hunting right when she was 13. If someone dies, then use it. James said the same words the elder had said to her that day. For once, she knew what it meant.
Let's get to the engine room.
Elzer said, still shaking.
If we're dealing with rogue biosynths, as you put it, they're going there to strip the place.
With those words, the 2 rushed towards the engine room, with renewed determination.
End of chapter. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, and visit the author, and I'll see you next time. If you didn't, comment on what I can do better. And as usual, have a wonderful day.